Oh dear God, I have not played since April. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Wait, hold on, hold on. How long have I haven't. I haven't uploaded in 6 months. And yes, I watch my own videos, but I have to make sure what it looks like, you know? Okie dokie. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Oh, okay, that is not nice. Hold on. Let's just put this away because it's not like we're in danger or something. But yeah, it's a dawn of a new day. It's perfect timing because this is my pride and joy. The SS Oasis. Full disclosure, I did not come up with this idea. The SS Oasis is strictly inspired by the SS Overkill by Havoc Gaming Channel, I think, which I highly recommend you check out because their original version of the ship is much cooler than mine. Mine is so much more. Oh goodness, I completely forgot about this. Do I have anything? Nope. Well, I said we weren't in danger. Hold on. I'll just try not to die. Okay, back to the presentation. Let's just pretend it never happened. Anywho, this is Oasis. I originally didn't want to turn it into a sort of ship. If you see my last video, which is the only video I have of Raft, I did a tour of what it used to look like, which is just a mess, a square mess. But I was really fond of it because it was my first go at actually turning my raft into a raft. But as I continued playing, I realized that I could challenge myself to make my boat, my little tiny boat here, fit in with the lore of the story. So the SS Oasis, as the name hopefully sounds, is designed to be like a refuge for other survivors in this world. I guess the main difference with the SS Overkill and mine is, you know, the tiny little lighthouse in the end. But yeah, I'll show you around. Very quick disclaimer, I do not know the parts of a ship, so if you want actual terminology, ship terminology, I highly recommend just going to Havoc Gaming Channel's video on it. And if you want to use the inspiration, I recommend watching theirs. It's not a tutorial, their video, but it's sort of really good inspiration. There is a tricycle going past behind me. Okay, again, this is a much smaller version of the Overkill. I could not handle for the life of me making something as huge, as humongous as the Overkill. I guess on a scale of 1 to 10, with Overkill being 10, this is like a good enough 5 or 6 maybe. But okay, the front, all the edges are plated against Bruce. Not that I don't like Bruce, I really do like Bruce. He's my only friend here, even though I killed him a lot for food and resources, but you get my point. Anywho, these little torch lights are on several corners of the ship. I have a lot of lights because my eyes could get a little blurry during the night, so I use them specifically. I have lots of lights specifically just so I can find the ship easier, and also for aesthetic purposes. There's the streamer, and there's another streamer up top over there near the steering wheel. But I also like seeing one here when I'm on the first floor, the ground floor. Anchor is here. I used to have this anchor at the very back, just like the Overkill did, but I realized that it's much better if I just have it here so I can easily jump from the steering wheel. I cannot wait until the chapter 3 update. That's the reason why I'm making this video, by the way, because I can have motivation to work on this again, finish the little things I left undone. All of the holes are securely placed. Back then I didn't do that, because I was too cocky. But yeah, all the inside edges of this ship is filled with, I forgot what they're called, catching nets, I think. Nets, yeah. Let's see. On the bottom level you have the engines. Back then, oh, barking. Puppies, we have new puppies. Well, the neighbor has new puppies. Oh man, one of the things that I'm so excited to see from chapter 3 is definitely the addition of controls to the steering wheel that'll let us control the new updated anchor. I know it's going to take a lot more materials again, but that's expected. I don't mind. I highly value efficiency. So I can't wait for that update. Am I going to starve? Am I going to starve? I'm going to starve in a little bit, but we'll deal with it when we come to it. As you saw, I was so against fences when I originally began this game, but as time went by, I realized that I might as well use them for my own sake. Let's see, all the outer edges have these. I know that the water purifier is a thing, but when I'm coming back from, let's say, from runs and islands and other land-based places, I highly value being able to get to these water resources as fast as I can, which I use 2 bottles all the time. One to get get water, and then one to replace water. It could be done more efficiently, I don't know, but it's the system that's worked for me the most. But anyway, okie dokie, lights. Here we have the bottom deck, I think is what you call it, I don't know. In the very beginning, I've always liked the idea of having the living quarters, or more important stuff up top, at least one level higher, because I learned the hard way that the ocean washes away the animals and some other stuff. I think that's why these engines, they deserve. When I saw them in Havoc's video, I was like, that's fucking genius. So yeah, I very shamelessly copied this idea. I also left the pillars standing as they are. I know the technique to make floating floors, but I liked the idea of the pillars just being left here. It feels more authentic in a way. I also like the default aesthetic of leaves and wood. I don't use paint all that much. I don't like the paint all that much unless it's for marking things. That's why I left these red ones and white ones, because it helps build memories, you know? So I have a total of 6 engines. 6 engines connected all together in pipes, which go up over here, which you'll see in a minute. All of these are walled off because I have to remain humble. I am no longer confident in my skills to not fall into a death trap. Like that. Oh my god. I'm gonna starve in a sec. Yep. Let's put that there, just for my sake. Anyway, I should get some food. I'll be right back. Please ignore. The things I do for presentation. Okie dokie. So that's 6 engines. All of them are fully stocked. The thing is, I don't usually use them as much, especially after I've kind of just decided to stop playing. I usually just depend on the wind, because I like sailing sideways to fully optimize all of these nets. So yeah, I haven't used these engines in a long ass while. Actually, I used it earlier just to get to this island so I can show it off properly. But okay, 6 engines, that's the maximum. Here is the lower deck. Here you got the water purifier. I don't know if it's full. I don't think it is. Is it? Are you? Of course not. Okay, that's great. I have a little objective while I'm giving you guys a tour. Here we have the water purifier. I'll take this battery upstairs. You'll see where I charge them in a hot second. But okay, right beside me there is the achievements. I don't really like hanging these animal heads, but I do like remembering their achievements. So this one says Alonzi. So this is the 10th bear I've ever gotten, I think. This one says surprise attack. Oh, this is the special creature from the desert island, if I remember correctly. There's another one here. Yep, this is it's over Anakin. This is the very first one. Yeah, I have a little grill here because that's for emergency cooking. Oh, it's night already. Okay, great. Here is the middle half of this ship. Again, if you're wondering why it has these middle plates, long story short, it used to be the south end, I think, or the north end of the ship, of the raft back then. I don't remember. The green paint to mark off the middle again. I used these lights so I could not bump into the pillars all the time. Again, very blurry vision. Paint mills you have on the side. They used to be at the very edges of the ship, but now I just keep them here to, you know, make it not so hard on myself. This is a later edition. Something I debated on actually doing, but after a while, after I realized I wanted to challenge myself more in building, but you know what, let's just do it. So these are 4 bathtubs, heavily inspired by Tangaroa. Actually, the last time I went there was to go on a coin hunt and get more of these plants. My main goal for the ship used to be to make it into a greenhousey sort of ship, but now, yeah, it's still in the checklist. But yeah, I'm pretty proud of this. It's simple, it's nice. Here you can dry off, towel off. I definitely designed this space, the entire ship, with the intent of housing at least 4 people, 4 survivors, you know, even though that's never going to happen. But actually, with the update of chapter 3, I guess it falls in line with the story as well, that there's at least 4 new avatars, which is great. Here on the other side, you have 2 lavatories, not divided by male and female, but more divided by this is where you poop and this is where you pee, because that makes more sense, honestly. Or actually, there's the pooper and there's the pisser. That is not a sentence I expect to make, but okay. Also, if you're wondering why a lot of the aesthetic... Oh yeah, and also, curtains for privacy, because come on. I really like this curtain, by the way. I never really saw the merit of this curtain, but compared to that one, they have their own uses, but I really like this one. Oh, there you go. Let the air out. Also, if you're wondering why I kept these old planks instead of updating them to the newer ones, I want the theme of this is a survival ship made by survivors in this world. Plus, also it made it easier to count them as I was building them, because I wanted some sense of symmetry. This is a chest full of feathers. This is left over from the old build. And I guess I just didn't know where to put it. But okay, that is the lower deck, I think, if that's what it's called. When you go up, you immediately find the research table, which is set with the paintings. These are the starter paintings, and I guess it could be arranged much easier, much better, I mean. But for now, I'm keeping it as is. I really loved the design of the research table, so I like seeing it just directly up front when you get up from the lower deck. I could argue that I'll probably maybe move it all the way to the lighthouse, and you'll see why. If you're wondering why this antenna is here and not with the other antennas over there and over there, it's better if you watch Havoc game. Okay, are we back? Are we live? Not live. Okay, we're back, man. Okay, I'm so glad that I record in MKV. Always record in MKV, man. The people who use OBS or record on OBS, always record in MKV, okay? I know that MP4 is great quality and all, but if you live in a place that has unexpected power outages out of nowhere, it helps to have recorded in MKV. If anybody wants to know the OBS settings I'm using, I'm recording in 1080p, it's 60 FPS and it's going great. Just let me know, because I'd love to share. Even though I haven't recorded gameplay in so long, I just feel really excited for chapter 3. Okay, the last thing the recording showed was this research table. And it was nighttime. Oh god. So I don't remember what the last one I said was. I put back the batteries, I recharged the batteries. I don't know if that was in recording. Yeah, now there are fully charged batteries over here. I might as well grab all of these. Yeah. Oh boy. But okay, here is the animals. Keep them well fed. As you can see, there's sprinklers. They don't have any names, but I unanimously call them Henry. All of these carry their the fruit of their labors. I use eggs mainly for the biofuel. Same for the milk. I don't remember which channel I got the idea from, because they are the one organic resource that I have the tons of but don't really use. So they make good fuel along with animal heads and stuff. Yeah, I rarely use these doors, by the way. Just jump over them. On the other side, you have my charging station for batteries with the biofuel over here. Here are the apiaries. I don't really like overstocking myself with apiaries, or just overstocking in general. I could have more. I could have like six biofuel makers and 6 apiaries, but I think 3 is enough. I guess one thing I strived to make sure that didn't happen was that this ship could still easily be managed by one person. Like, I know I designed it all to be to house at least 4 people, managed by 4 people, but I also want it to be manageable by one person. So yeah, I don't want to overpopulate the animals, and I don't want to put too many of a working station. That's why I limit myself to 3 apiaries, 3, almost 3 if anything. 3 is the magic number in this raft. So yeah, here is just the paint box. I leave it here because I don't really know where to put it. Yep. Again, I think the only thing I really liked painting was this lighthouse. Everything is just set with leaves. Anyway, up top. Let's go up top. Oh wait, I don't think this went into the recording. Yep. These are the resources. I learned through the same another raft channel. There's so many good raft channels, by the way. I learned through a raft channel that the lockers that you see over there at the very far corner, while they do look cool, having these crates instead is so much more handy. That's 20 slots per crate, and having all of them is, I don't know, again, it's so much more efficient than having a locker. Anywho, green is for leaves, white is for plastic, and on the other side you have gray for rocks and scraps, and the default for wood. I have this for things that I need immediately, which is mainly rope. And here's the, I don't know what to call it, the control deck, I think. This is where I steer, this is the striver, that is the clock, the handy little things to keep track of time and space. And there you have the controls. I am so excited to see how it would connect to the anchor. I know I'll have to use make an upgraded anchor, but that's okay. In the name of efficiency, I am so willing to do that. We have here the receiver, and again, if you want to know how this works, how the antennas are working, even though one is a half a level lower, a Havoc gaming channel does a great job of explaining it, better than I will ever do. Here is the main biofuel generators that I have, which fuels all the engines, and a spare battery charger here just in case. This used to be full of batteries, which I might as well put them now. And yeah, those go there, and these batteries usually go here just in case, or with any other important stuff like the sprinklers. Let's see, these are gear I use for adventuring, so this should have okay, that has nothing. That has spare armor. There's diving gear. There's more adventure stuff, travel stuff, and more travel stuff. So that's pretty neat. All of these are piped down below. And again, wall of your holes. Up top is, I really do value saving biofuel whenever I can. That's why I value this sail very, very much. Some people get rid of their sails at some point, but I like keeping it because, again, I'm a very cheap whore. Also, yeah, I keep this here. It was one of the last things I put, because I do like having a quiet little fishing spot every now and then. Have a gaming channel also did that. They also said that this is a great fishing spot, which I agree with. I might spaz things up a little bit here, but not too much. Anywho, going up. Let's see, left or right? Left or right? Let's go left first. So over the animals, is the cooking station. All the entrances, I like having all windows up top. Every other wall is a window, so I could still see islands coming by, or any possible enemies. I mean, I like having that openness. Except for that, I like keeping it closed. I don't know why. Or maybe I should. Nah, I'll keep it closed. Let's see. Should I? Brightness, illusion, shadow type, quality, shadow cascades. There's nothing to. Okay. Oh no, my cat. Oh no, hold on. Sisu, come here. Liga. Liga. Paso. Paso. Sisu. Okay, liga na. Paso. Okay, she's gonna hang out in the door. Okay. Ooh, I'm about to die first. Hold on. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it yet. But yeah, these all the water sprinklers up top are connected with the pipes through the water purifier. Where is it? Here. And if you want to know how I did this, how I made it possible for the pipes to stick out of the side, you again have a gaming channel does it really well. I really liked this aesthetic of just seeing them out. It's very industrial looking, and if there was a way I could do it the same with the biofuel pipes, I would have done it the same way. But also, I made sure that there was enough openings at all sides that's enterable, because I value being able to come from an island or any place from any point of this ship. I think it would be super inefficient if the only entrance up is through this way. So yeah, I made sure that there's always an entrance and an exit, at least at all possible sides. There we go. Thank you. Over here at the right, I have my turnips. Are they turnips? I forgot if they're turnips. And potatoes. As plain as they are very valuable in the long run. I have 3 cooking stations. 1, 2, 3. And then here I have all of my meals. I'm very proud of how many meals I've got, but I know I can do more. I can make more. These 2 are the only meals I really prioritize. The shark dinner and the drumstick with jam. Because the shark and the... what was it? The seagulls are really, really good resources because they always respawn. And finding the jam, finding the, I don't know what's called again, finding the red berries isn't that hard as long as you find the really big islands. I don't even need to, but if you want, you can kill the screechers, the big birds, to add to the chicken, which is great, but you can also just get it from the seagulls as well. And then the shark dinner, yeah, you also need this. Which again, you can also find in the... They're not as weird as they are. I thought they used to be, but they're not. The potatoes, I keep them for quick refills of the bar. And the meat, I also like them. I really like the cooked meat. Whenever I see the chance to get some cooked meat, I take it. Bowls, it's always handy to have bowls with clay. And I don't use bait. I never use bait at this point. Because what I like to do, the technique I like to do, is to just park... to dock, is that the right word? To dock the ship far away from an island if I want to explore a reef, because it's a hassle to keep watch over Bruce, keep worrying about Bruce. If the solution is pretty simple, just dock it far away from the island. This is like the first time in a very long while I have docked the ship this near an island. Here you have tree spawn. Coconut, mango, seeds, bananas. I don't plant the bananas that much. I just keep them. Actually, I'm saving them for the juicer that's going to come in the next update. Again, if I remember correctly, Havoc Gaming Channel has 6 cooking stations, I think, which is great. But I am only one person and I cannot handle the idea of having 6. Here are the crop fruit. Watermelon, pineapple, strawberry. Again, saving these for the juicer. But these I keep stock of for travel because it's much handier to have them in case my water bottle fails me. I should get this now actually. Oh no, that's gonna bother me. Oh, that's gonna bother me so much. much. Hold on. Am I really going to waste a few planks just to cook 2 potatoes? Absolutely. Ah. Anywho, quick mid-game snack. Da-di-da-di-da. I'm so sorry. It has to do it. I have to do it. It's the time. I can't waste the time. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. This could be so much more efficient. This could be so much more efficient. I know. I'm so sorry. I should probably do something about that. Find a way to get water near these crops. It's just the thing is, there's a reason why those water purifiers are down below. Other than the fact that I want them to be easily accessible when I go out. And you'll see why. Anywho, here is a... what do you call it? The thing where you... zipline, there it is. These 2 upper floors have zip lines directly to the lighthouse, up to the lighthouse. I'm also very excited for the update where you can go up towards the zip line. I think that's the electric zip line belt, which is going to be pretty cool. Here on the bottom end you have a banana tree. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Planting some more crops here, empty crops, another exit towards the back. Other stuff that I don't really have a place. Okay, no, these are decorations, which I'm going to use sooner or later. Machetes I don't really use, the shovels I don't really use. I'm gonna use you. And there's the annoying radio. And then on the other side, I'll come back to the back later. Here is the shortcut to the water pipes. You know, if I ever need to fix it or something. And on the back end, here is a little comfy resting area. I still am debating on what to do with this area actually. I want it to be a spot, the greenhouse spot at least. Interior design really isn't my strong suit, but I will strive to make this really comfy, this little area. I was going to also make something like a canteen area here, but set up at least 3 tables or something, or maybe 2 or 3. I don't know yet. Put them side by side and make one very long table. That's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Paintings, all the Tangaroa paintings, I really have no value over. I put them up there and over at the front as well because I have no idea where else to put them. I don't really like them actually, but I do like that the lore is there. I swear I don't remember planting the bananas, but I'm glad that they're there, I guess. Okay, what's in here? More leaves. The green. Okay, yeah, they're definitely here. These are all the plants I got from Tangaroa. Again, the vision is there. I'll get them soon. I'll get on it soon. Speaking of greenhouses, okay, no, I'll come back to that. Here on the left side is the furnaces. I don't know if I'll do the upgraded furnace, which is going to come to chapter 3, but it does look very interesting. Cat, no, don't. Again, there's not much here, although let's see. Yep, the ingots, sand, glass, seaweed, goo, all the good stuff. So in the back end, this is something that Havoc doesn't have, is this greenhouse. I originally had put like a roof area over here, but then I realized the original intent of this area was so it can get rained on. Everything here can get rained on, but when I put like the roof, it makes sense. It sounds like common sense to, you know, putting a roof means no rain. But I thought it would work. I thought the holes for the windows would work. But yeah, now it's roofless. Kind of bothers me a little. I don't know a way to make, you know, to let there be rain while having a roof. But anyway, yeah, that's a greenhouse. I originally also put my crops there, my new crops there. Which, yeah, you got tree. I'll be decorating that soon. These plants, the potatoes and the turnips, used to be outside as well, or used to be here at the very edges of the lighthouse, just because it makes it easier to like focus on all the plants on one end of the ship. But then I kind of wanted it to be easier access to the grills. Oh my god, Why would you do this? Lastly, I guess, is... I can't believe I didn't show the bridge, but the bridge was a last minute idea, or near the last minute, because it did kind of bother me how much I had to go from one floor to the other. So yeah, for the sake of it, I just made a bridge. It's a simple bridge. It's not all that fancy, but yeah. Lastly, the lighthouse. So I did design this entire ship first inside creative mode, so I do have an idea of what I want to do in the outside. Lots of plants, lots of flowers, but I don't have the resources yet. So you go inside, and the main idea is that this is like a reception area. So like there is one person, probably me, a captain of sorts, just talking to whoever needs to be here, other people, other survivors, you know, negotiating with them or talking to them about what they can do to help with the ship, other stuff like that, or their goals. There is some place to get to know other would be people in the ship. Not that I'm gonna force them to do it, you know, to force them to be a part of the crew. There's the annoying radio, books, shelves. It could be arranged much better. There is a technique that I'm hoping to do to apply from Havoc Gaming, which is squaring off the corners. Yeah, because I really don't like that. I don't like that there's space there. Anyway, yeah, this is the reception area. Pretty simple, not much. Then you go uppity uppy up. And each floor is a room for at least 2, if I remember correctly. I'm debating now if I should change these leaf walls into something else to actually grant privacy. Because now that I think about it, it is kind of off-putting that all the walls here are just leaves. So yeah, I might replace them all in the future, now that I think about it. I liked the aesthetic before, but now in the lore of the story, it feels kind of weird. Curtains for privacy, but other than that, it affords a pretty good view of the entire ship. 2 beds. There used to be like one of the fireplaces over here, but I didn't like how bright it was, so I don't know what to do yet. I want to put like a source of warmth here, but I don't want it to be too bright. So if anyone has any suggestions, I would be happy to get them. Honestly, if there was a way to turn off like the light sources in this game, I would be very, very happy, because while I do like them for aesthetic purposes, it could get, I don't know, it bothers me a little bit. Similarly is the next floor above. Same layout, just twisted. Ah, man, it's so badly done. It's so poorly done. Still so much work to do. But I'm grateful that Riot Games has a lot of good suggestions in terms of rounding out or making. They're just really good at interior design, and I'm hoping to apply their techniques here, like putting a corner shelf here or something. I'm going to look at them for inspiration. I put that there instead of the floor below, because the brightness of this extends over to the bottom and the floor above, I think, if I remember correctly. There is an open door here, so that's where the zip line connects, but let's close that for now. This is a crow's nest. Thank you for reminding me. So this is where some people can, well, pretty much keep a lookout for things. You have a table for whoever wants to like chill here or eat here. Space for food and stuff. Very, very inefficient design. You have a cupboard that's this long, but it only has like 4 slots. Nice. Up next is the recreation room, which I guess it kind of doesn't make sense, doesn't it? It doesn't make sense. At the time it does. Like, this is the recreation room, which opens up into the roof, which I'll go up to now. So the roof is, again, pretty simple. It has three of these nests for the seagulls to come to. That's pretty much the reason why they don't bother the crops at the end, the butt end. There is a central zip line for all the other floors of the lighthouse, which you will see right now. But the recreation room, I know, has a lot of work needed. I don't know what to do with it yet. I know, I have the painting, sure, but I don't know how to make it actually look recreation-y, if you know what I mean. I could add couches. I'm gonna put a lot of the greenhouse stuff, but I'm bad at this, man. I'm so bad at this. Next is the captain's quarters. Yep, cap quarter. So hear me out on this. Okay, it looks bad. It looks so bad. Each direction is available for entry and exit in this floor. But when you climb up here in this left side, it forms, you go up to the ring, and then the bed of the captain is here. Will be here, at least. Have I lost you? Have I lost you? Yeah. Actually, I was thinking, because of our flag means death, I could make like 2 beds and make it like a co-captain situation. But I don't want to assume that anybody would like to co-captain with me, and now I'm gonna die of hunger, deservedly, I think. Alright, I'll be right back. Here's the shortcut. Here is a quick little shortcut. Whoop, whoop. Yum 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 yum. The things I do, seriously. I originally envisioned this place to just hold a hammock, but that's just too out of taste, I think. So yeah, suggestions. I'll probably look for inspiration on what to do with this. But then lastly is the very up top lookout. So the rest of this is just more lookouts. I forgot why I did this. Well, it was mainly to like really round off the lighthouse, or to make it bigger and bigger. I don't know what to do with this though. Like these areas could just be more lookouts. It's more crow's nests, basically. Oh yeah, I think I remember doing it so I could fight off screechers much easier. Anyway, at the very, very tippy top, that's not the tippy top yet, but there's another lookout. Here just has one hole to go through. Strategized lookout to better fight off screechers and such. Lastly is this one, the very top of the lighthouse. You can go all the way up there, over top of the roof. This does make it easier to approach big islands, but it's also, again, good for fighting, good for approaching screechers without really losing defense. Made this. That's pretty much it. I do not have the zipline on me. It could have been cool, man. It could have been cool. But yeah, that is... Whoa, Jesus Christ. That is the SS Oasis. It is nothing fancy. It is nothing new. It is, by all intents and purposes, not that impressive. But it is what I like to call home. So, if I drop down here, will I die? I think I will. I'm sure I will. Let's test it out. Oh, okay, I cheated. Well, there you have it, folks. I don't know if I'll make another video, like revamping everything before the update. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and going on this little tour with me. If you want to see more videos of Raft, especially with the update coming, just feel free to let me know in the comments or wherever. That's about it. See you in the next one.